This is the everyman food. It's become popular in pop culture. It's just the time for ramen to come about.
Nate Barker is the chef and owner of Weston Main in Warren, and soon he'll be bringing a new concept to the city's downtown square. It's called Noodlefun.
Noodlefun is the area's first ramen shop. We're also going to be melding the idea of a Japanese izakaya, which is a local pub in Japan. Ramen is a Japanese dish that was inspired by Chinese merchant sailors that came to Japan in the late 1850s. And my son came up with the name. The Chinese word for noodle is fun, but my son didn't know that. So it just kind of worked out that Noodlefun, noodle, it works out, but we also want you to come here and have noodles and have fun.
So when did the idea for a ramen shop come about?
You could almost take it back to pictures of me at 5 and 6 years old with buckets on my head, dressed as a teppanyaki cook.
Well, that's when the passion first began to spark, but Barker says the idea for Noodlefun has really been in his head since 2012. It started to become a reality after he purchased Weston Main on Courthouse Square in 2020 and began serving ramen there every Tuesday after the Noodle Bowls had proved to be a hit at a Halloween party at Modern Methods Brewing Company.
I made enough for 75, and I think I was out in like 4 hours.
Their popularity only grew from there.
You can only do so much. I can only make so much and fit it in that restaurant along with the rest of the menu items from Weston Main. So we started running out earlier and earlier. And this last one that we did, I think we ran out at 5:30. So we barely made it through lunch. We didn't even get into dinner before we were out of I think that day we did 64 bowls. The opportunity to take this space popped up, and we started kicking around the idea of doing my ramen shop idea.
Renovations are almost complete at the space at 176 North Park Avenue. Barker hopes to have the restaurant open at least by June.
It's a popular thing, and now we're going to be able to have it 6 days a week, and anytime you want, just about. We have one last hurdle to clear, and we can start actually cooking food. We've invested quite a bit. I mean, this entire project is, once, depending on this last hurdle, how we clear it, this project's going to go north of $100,000, and that's just in the shell. It's a big investment, you know what I mean? But we're doing it right.
In addition to 3 kinds of ramen,
pork-based, it's a little heavier, a lighter version that has a chicken-based broth, and then I make a vegetarian one as well.
There will be other Japanese dishes on the menu at Noodlefun.
We'll do some street food staples, my favorite of which being a konomiyaki, which is a savory pancake that's has shredded cabbage in the batter.
Supporting local is a top priority at the new restaurant. Similar to Weston Main, local ingredients like chickens from Bascom Family Properties in Leavittsburg and baby bok choy and chili peppers from Forest View Farmhouse in Vienna will be implemented in the Noodlefun cuisine.
There's a good partnership with local stuff, and there's some other stuff that I'm not announcing yet that I'm working with, so there'll be a lot of local partnerships.
And the ingredients in the food aren't the only thing supporting local at Noodlefun.
Every tabletop that we have has been designed by a local artist. We took all the tables, we sanded them down, we put a primer coat on them, we taped them off, and we just passed them out to some local artists like Dave Carr and James Shudick, Sarah Bacone, and then my family wanted to get involved. So, we have my daughters and my sons. In the middle over here, we have the collaboration between my wife and I, our sous chef, Gabrielle Miller. She created this one right here with the bee and the flowers. It's really gonna make a fun statement, and it really gets the local art community involved. We have a local metalsmith artist who was just featured at the Smithsonian Art Show in DC. He's a great local gentleman, Doug Myers. He made our stools that will be around the tables. Handmade ramen noodle bowls. A ceramicist from Youngstown State. His name is Justin Reese. He did an amazing job, and each one of them is different. Each one has their own design. In the big picture, we're encouraging development of the area, monetarily, business-wise. But on the smaller picture, and to be honest, the more people that are involved in this space, the more they're going to talk about it. It's marketing that's free, and we're marketing each other. We're boosting the area.
If you'd like to keep up to date with everything Noodlefun, including their opening date, visit noodlefunwarren.com and look them up on Facebook and Instagram.
717 Credit Union. Business services designed to meet your daily needs. Commercial loans, business deposits, merchant and payroll services. 717 Credit Union. It's knowing you were treated right every time.